G'day friends, it's Vicky Wright, Independent Stampin' Up Demonstrator, Australia. So welcome to our National Scrapbooking Day. I hope you've been enjoying it, especially Sharon and Lauren's lovely pages. Now they've done 12 by 12 page. So I decided that we'll try a 6 by 8 page to fit into our, what do you call it, our 6 by 8 album. And we'll also use the variety pack of the pocket pages. Okay, so that's what my pages will fit. Now also too, we're highlighting the lovely Unbounded Beauty Suite Collection, which includes the papers, the colours are lovely, and they all have, I love this side, and they all have the new in colours included, okay, plus the berry burst. So that's the DSP, the Designer Series paper. I'm just trying to fix this up a little bit. Just bear with me. And then we've got the glimmer paper. So you've got the Shy Shamrock, Petunia Pop, Summer Splash, Peach Pie, and Pretty in Pink. Okay. And then you've got your resin dots, which I've just about used the whole packet. Okay, so that's those. And then you've got a double bundle that is included in the suite. So you've got your Unbounded Love, which is all your sentiments, and your Flowers of Beauty, which are floral images. And with the sentiment, it's just all your shapes, which are great for everything. So you can use this for any project. Okay. And then we've got, as I said, your floral images, which we'll probably be using most of in our project this afternoon. Okie dokie. So, as I mentioned, I'm going to be doing a 6 by 8 page, and this is it here. So this is what we're going to be creating. Really easy, but that's what the 6 by 8 pages are. Little bit of stamping, and I'll also give you a few tips on changing it around a little bit. So all we need is, I haven't got my paper, but that's all right. Berry burst, 2 pieces, basic white, and then a couple of pieces of basic white as well. And we're going to be playing with this one first. So we can put the rest away. And because these are photopolymer, I'm going to be using our foam mat. And we're going to be using this stamp set here. Okie dokie. So we're going to randomly stamp that image onto here. Now, my ink pads at the moment are Juicy Lucy. So what I tend to do is grab a plastic spoon. I keep this in my drawer just for this purpose, and a clean tissue, and I just clean the spoon. Okie dokie. So we're randomly going to stamp this image. Just ink it up nicely. Just tap, tap, tap. It's pretty actually, this colour. This is the Shy Shamrock. And I'm just going to do 3, I think, just at different heights. close that up. And we'll bring in our small flower, this one here. And we're going to stamp that in Berry Burst first, which is the outline. So this is two-step stamping. We want our spoon, that's right. So we want, not that one, we want this one, okie dokie. So I'm just going to tap, tap, tap very lightly. I always test it onto scrap paper first. And we're just going to stamp randomly onto this card. I always like to have a couple images off our page, gives a little bit more interest, and I think we'll do one down here too, eh? There, that'll do. Then we're going to do our filler, our solid image, and we're going to use Pretty in Pink. I love Pretty in Pink. I'm glad it's back too. I've missed Pretty in Pink, especially if you're a pink person. I think Pretty in Pink's been gone a long time actually. You sort of forget after a while. Okay, so we'll use our solid image now. Now I was going to stamp off, but I think what we might do is just stamp straight onto it. Matching up our image, it's pretty easy to do with photopolymer. Yeah, that's pretty. And then we'll do this one. I like how it doesn't fill up the whole, all the petals, you know, only parts of it. It just highlights it actually. Really pretty. That's right, I moved this around, didn't I? Like that. That, and our lucky last, just like that. And we'll put that one aside. Now what we're going to do now, bring in our paper trimmer, and we're just going to chop this in half, okay? Just like that. And I'm just going to make sure this one's the same. Just need a little bit off. When you're chopping them in half like that, you need to chop a little bit excess off. Don't chop from the middle, chop from the ends, because you will lose your pattern in the middle otherwise. Okay, we're going to grab a piece of Berry Burst, making sure you keep your patterns correct. We're just going to glue this to the piece of Berry Burst. Okay, just like that. Then we're going to do this one. Okie dokie. Now, if you didn't want to do another one, you could have easily changed it out to just a photo if you wanted to. It's entirely up to you. So you could have a photo beside this. just like that. Okie dokie. Hope that's straight. Looks a bit crooked, don't I? That right? Okay, so we've done that. Now what we're going to do is these little daisies. So I have already chopped these or die cut them, and what I tend to do is anything that I have left over, any excess, I grab a plastic bag, I put all the excess in here, I put a piece of sticky tape, and then I tend to stick them in here like that. That way they're nice and safe, they're all together, and if you need them, they're already chopped or die cut, okay? Even stamped images I've done. So we'll just go through this. Hopefully we'll have enough, okay? So we want about 5, eh? We want odd numbers. Not that colour, we want the peach pie. Only because I want to bring peach pie into it. Just a little bit of a here's another one. 2, 4. Let's use a small one, eh? Let's do 2 small ones too. Just for something different. I'll put all that aside. Now, what we'll do now is grab a bone folder, and we're going to put these, oh that's the wrong one, that one will do, on top of each other. And this one. And we're just going to curve the petals up a little bit. So when you're doing this, I turn it over to the opposite side. I hold it from the middle, and I just gently, with my bone folder, curve out or curve those petals, okay? And that will just curve. I know they will lie flat once the book's closed, but they start out nice anyhow. Gives a little bit of interest. Just like that. And then I just might run my fingers around them again. Okay, so we'll bring in our adhesive, and we're just gonna arrange these where we think they should go, hey? Don't want that one there, put that one about there. That looks okay, eh? So, now you could add these onto your page with a glue dot if you wanted to, but or even a mini dimensional. But I'm just going to add a small amount of glue. Whoops. Whoops. Okay, and I'm just going to grab this and take a pick tool, and I'm just going to hold each one for a couple of seconds so that they glue down into place. Okie dokie. And I'm just going to fluff up petals again. If we can get them. And then to finish that page off, we're going to grab some, now I'm going to use the basic rhinestones, all right? But you can use your resin dots. But I thought I might use the rhinestones just for a different look. Grab our take a pick tool. Oops. And we're going to put just in the middle of each one. Easy peasy, eh? Excuse me. And then I just tend to press down after I've done that. And that is one card done. You could have easily turned that into a greeting card if you wanted to. So we'll just put that aside. So that's that one. And we're going to do this one now. So we need a piece of basic white. Oh, I haven't got DSP. Just bear with me. Okay. Let's chop this up, eh? So, oops. I'm just going to chop a piece. Okie dokie. Now, I've chopped that to narrow, I think. Oh no. These two, yeah. Okay. These two pieces of basic white are the different sizes. Okay, so we're just going to stick that there like that. Okie dokie. Now you could use either side if you wanted to, it's up to you. Again, this could be part of a greeting card if you wanted it to be. Now, I've already die cut a couple of circles from the Shy Shamrock Glimmer paper and basic white with these two dies here. So that's our circle. And then that's the smaller one. Okay, so that's what I've done with those. Now, I didn't show you how I did those little daisies. And we've got two dies here that cut a row of flowers all at once. So this is your smaller one and this is the bigger one. So I just cut a strip, die cut a strip of DSP. For both sizes, and then I could mix and match them. Okie dokie. So what we're going to do now is stamp our sentiment, and we're going to use, in this instance, we're going to use love. Just that one word, but you could use anything you wanted. Okay, and we're going to stamp that in Memento Tuxedo Black. Now, I just got to find it. Here it is. I always stamp onto scrap paper first, mostly to see if I can stamp it straight. But in this instance, it's a circle, so it doesn't matter. And then we're just going to stick this to that green circle. And I've just used glue. I'm finding that the glue actually sticks. So I'm actually going to put something heavy on that for the moment, just to make sure that it does stick down, okay? Then while we're waiting for that, we're gonna stamp a couple of leaves, okay? And this is the one we're using here. And I need another ink pad. And this one here, okie dokie. Here. Okay, so we're going to do the outline in Shamrock. So we need 2. Okay, just like that. Close that up, and we're bringing Summer Splash. Actually, I don't mind this colour, it's a pretty colour actually. Really pretty colour. And we're going to use this image here to fill in our leaves. You don't have to if you don't want to, but because I'm putting them onto pattern paper, design or DSP, I thought it might look a little bit better. So we're going to just stamp, and then in this instance I'm stamping off, and we're just going to stamp over the top, and that's it there. Quite pretty. Don't worry about all that pink. I'll show you why in a minute. Just like that. And then what we'll do is use this die, this one here, to die cut them. Okay, just like that. But through the magic of TV, we already have some done. 1, 2. So that's our leaves die cut out. Then we'll bring in this again, and we'll bring in our circle and a couple of dimensionals. Might use 3. Probably don't need 3, but that's what we'll use. And we're going to put it up about here because I don't want to hide these flowers. Okay, and we're going to pop these up. We might put these one there. And let's do one there, eh? Just like that. Then what I've done is I've die cut some more of those small daisies using the large die and from Basic White. Again, we're just going to curve up the petals a little bit, holding it in the middle and just curving very gentle and very slow. Okay, and we'll put this one about, let's put it up here, eh? blank space up here. Just there. And again, hold that down for a couple of seconds with our take a pick tool. And then finish it off with a couple of rhinestones. Oops, wrong side. So we might use one of these bigger ones. Put one there, and we'll do another one about there, eh? Actually, one's fallen off there. It's all right. And that is our second card. And it goes, so what we'll do, pop it in the back, bring this in. We're going to stick this to a piece of berry burst again. Again, you could change this colour, and you could have one of the other colours that go with the paper, if you wanted to. And we're just going to stick that there like that. Okay, and this piece is going to take the shape of our photo. So what I'm going to do is actually just a tiny drop of glue, because all my pages that I create actually go to my niece. So, and what I tend to do, that's not going to stick, but that'll do. I grab a pencil and I just write on the size so that she knows what size to put the photo or cut the photo back. Okie dokie. Yeah, this one. And that's it. And that's your page. And again, as I mentioned, that's not, you could leave this one out if you wanted to and substitute it for another photo. You could have substitute both these for 2 more photos if you wanted to. It's entirely up to you. You could do this a photo, move this down here and just leave one of these panels. Okie dokie. So that was the original. And then that's what we've just done. So I hope you've enjoyed that, and as I said, don't forget, if you haven't seen a Sharon or Lauren's video, I will have them linked down below and you can go back and watch them again. And we'll see you again. We're doing 2 days, not 1 day. So we'll see you again at 10 o'clock tomorrow. So have a great afternoon and we'll see you then. Okay, thanks a lot. See ya. Hooray.